Oh, hey, it was on. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Chris, and by I'm Mary Chris, I mean that's my name, Mary and Christopher. If you are a new subscriber, please don't forget to check out my channel trailer, which is right in the description below. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button, which is right here. So before we get into the video, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing to my channel and giving me a grand total of 18 subscribers. Thank you so much. I started my YouTube channel just a week ago. It got 57 views and it did pretty well. Students cope with their studies and YouTube. It's a hot topic. Believe me, everybody's asked me that. My friends, they're like, oh Mary, how do you manage YouTube and studies? It's actually quite simple if you do have a habit of multitasking, but if you don't and want to know how, this video is for you. Number one, most important, is to have a fixed timetable. Now, a timetable is necessary whether you have a YouTube channel or not, whether you're just studying. A timetable is something that allows you to plan ahead. It allows you to know what you're doing and when. So I'm just going to show you a screenshot of the timetable that I took. Now, as you can see, it is characterized by dates, and each date has its own specific set of topics. So if you need to manage YouTube and studies, timetable is key.
You need to manage YouTube and studies, timetable is key.
One way you can make a timetable is just by writing down 1 week's schedule in advance, and then the next week you can plan ahead simultaneously. If it's week 1, I make the timetable for week 2, and if it's week 2, I make the timetable for week 3. So I always plan it at once, and this is important even if you're only a student, because you should have a fixed idea of when you're going to do things. Number 2, if for certain reasons you are like me and want to do 2 videos a week, so that's great too. But if you're studying, I would suggest that the maximum number of uploads in a week should only be 2. I may be wrong, obviously there are people who do more than that, but if you want to have an ideal balance between studies and YouTube, then 2 uploads a week should be good to go. And also, one thing that I would like to tell you is, if you're uploading videos like maybe once a week or twice a week, always remember that you should have a timetable for that as well. I upload videos on Thursdays and Sundays every week. If you want to check out my channel, you can. There are 4 videos already. This is going to be the 5th one. And you should also have a fixed, set of topics on what videos you're going to make. Like, I already planned that, I would do a video on how to manage studies in YouTube. But most important part, that you keep a bandwidth for making your videos. Now suppose I'm taking my example, I post videos every Thursday and Sunday. So start filming the videos 2 days prior. Now it's a Tuesday and my Sunday video is going to be filmed on a Friday, obviously. Always remember that if you're starting out and also studying, film a video 2 days in advance, so that it gives you enough time to retake, or you can also edit. Now what people do is they film the video, let's say I'm going to upload it on Thursday, they film the video on a Thursday, and then editing, writing the description and all that, it takes a lot of time, okay? And then if you're like me, filming it on my iPad and then going to the laptop and uploading it, you need a cable and it takes time, and so it is obviously a very good idea to film the videos 2 days prior. Today is a Tuesday and I'm going to be uploading it on Thursday, something like that. I'm going to be very honest with you guys, because that's what YouTube is about, being honest. The 4th most, I mean, all points important. Sunday is a free day. So if you guys didn't understand what it means, that's okay. It means that 1 day in a week should be kept free from YouTube as well as complex study. Now I have 2 languages, English and French, which I have to learn, French, and those subjects I generally keep on a Sunday, because Sunday is like, it's a leisure day, and French and English are pretty easy. So those videos, those subjects are for Sunday. The problem is, if you keep working 24/7, 365 days of the year, 7 days in a week, your mind is eventually, or your brain, let me say, is eventually going to burn out of all the stress.
Like the Smurf t-shirt I'm wearing, lol.
My brain used to burn out because I used to, do studying every day, literally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I never used to leave Sunday free, and I used to get so stressed on a Monday. I sometimes never used to even get up. I used to get a lot of headache. By keeping Sunday free, I started this recently. I realized that my mind was getting a lot more cooler. I was feeling a little more relaxed. I was able to, progress a bit faster. I was able to find time for myself. That's what I keep Sundays for. Sundays I tend to sleep a bit late, and also I make time to meet my friends. I do the hobbies which I like. So Sundays should be kept for that. And also Sunday is a day where I do not have online classes, so that's another burden lifted off my shoulders. If you are on the other side of the coin and say that Sunday is a day to edit your videos, particularly because it's a holiday, then yeah, go for it. So yeah, that's up to you. It depends upon your video schedule. If you have a YouTube channel and are also studying, my suggestion is to do 1 or 2 subjects only in a day. It depends where you're studying. I'm in 11th, so I have 3 subjects which I have to focus on, which is maths, physics and chemistry. Study only 2 subjects in a day, or even 1, depending on what you prefer. Because if you do all subjects in one day, and also have a YouTube channel, it does become a bit difficult, and you won't be in a mood to study later. That's happened to me once. I study so many subjects in a day, and then I won't be in the mood to do it again. So don't do that, but instead do 2 subjects in a day, and the next day do another 2 subjects. Divide your subjects according to days, and for that, however, you have to go back to the first point, which is maintaining a proper and legible timetable. So you can have, let's say, on a Monday maths and physics, and then on a Tuesday you can have chemistry and architecture. These are obviously my subjects, but I mean, it can work according to you as well. Doing less but able to understand that is more important than doing more in less time and not able to understand anything. Online learning is new for us. If you want a whole video about online classes' demerits, you can check the video right in the description below. I'll put it. The last bonus point is getting up early in the morning or sleeping late in the night. Now, depending on which category you fall in, is a very important characteristic students should have. If you are like a part YouTuber, and also in India, that's quite normal. If you're giving JEE or NEET, very common for students to stay up late at night or get up extra early in the morning to prepare. You either get up like at 5 or 4 in the morning, or you stay up late till 12 or 11 in the night, depending upon your preference. I can't stay up beyond 10 in the night, so I tend to get up at 4. While after my online classes, I either do some other subject or I do YouTube. This right now. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this video inspired you, and also was able to tell you that just because you're a student, you can't also do YouTube. And also, do not forget to like the video, and even if you didn't like the video, or you wanted some changes from my end, you can also mention them down in the comments below. I will not hesitate to read them, because YouTubers like me who are just starting out love genuine comments from you guys, from the people who are watching us, so that we get an idea on what our subscriber base is like, and we can make videos according to that. If you really like the video and want to check out more videos, they're right in the description below. And also, I've seen that many of you guys just watch my videos and don't subscribe. There's proof here. We have YouTube Studio. It shows us all the analytics. Bye.